Morning everyone. So we have crossed 2020. Sorry, we are going to cross 2020. Most of the people have came across so many difficulties and struggles throughout 2020. Yes, most of them, but not all. Some may have blissful memories with them. Now, let's interact with three people from three different backgrounds. Let's know how they have crossed this pandemic. Yeah, let's start with Miss Sajiya. Good morning, Miss Sajiya. We are happy to have you here, and your presence makes us feel blissful.
Hello, Mr. Vishal. Thank you for having me here. It's an honor to contribute to this show.
Alright, let's go to a question part. As a student, what challenges you have faced in this pandemic?
Honestly speaking, going through this year was itself the hardest part. It was equally hard for everyone else. But we have learned a lot from this year. I hope 2021 brings happiness, joy, prosperity, and success.
Yeah, that's true. Because when my brothers are attending online classes, they are getting distracted by various notifications coming from so many websites. Alright, a general question to you. Do you want the online classes to be continued in the same way which you are attending now, or do you want to attend the school classes?
Only think about my present and not about my future. I would like the online classes to continue. But it is not really possible to not think about the future. I believe that we only gain about 50% of the knowledge in online classes. We can gain or learn much better in schools. We can interact with our teachers and our friends in a much better way. I know due to modernization, one day definitely there will be only online classes. But I believe that this is not the time for that.
In what ways online classes changed your life? Please tell us something about that.
Every other things, online class has its own assets and liabilities. Who would not enjoy the limited amount of time duration and the freedom that is given? You can do whatever you want in online classes. But by doing this, we forgot how to dream. Education is not only learning what is given in the book, but learning so many moral values, which cannot be learned through online.
Thank you for being here. Thank you. Yes, we have interacted with a student and she told how she have crossed this pandemic. It is nice to hear from her. And next, let us go to an IT employee and let us know how he have crossed this pandemic. Let's welcome Mr. Hemant. Hello, Mr. Hemant. Good morning. We are happy to have you here today.
Hello, Mr. Vishal. Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure to contribute to your show.
Alright, Hemant. Let me ask you something that how does it feel to work from your home sweet home? Please let us know about that.
Basically, it doesn't make much of a difference, as we IT pros usually pull all-nighters to complete a project before a deadline. We are doing the same thing repeatedly in our home sweet home. At least we had day offs when we were at work, but now we aren't even given enough time to complete a proper meal.
So you're saying that it isn't something that you're expected out of your work from home system. Am I right?
No, it isn't something we expect, but this situation was previously predictable. We aren't given enough time to complete a food, but we are fortunate enough to have homely food.
Yeah, that sounds great. Okay. Tell me one thing that what benefits you have gained from work from home.
Working from home has helped a lot of all-nighters like me in a lot of ways. We don't find any comfort while we work at office, but I personally feel comfortable while we work at home. Also, I don't have to wake up in a particular time to reach office on time, but still I don't get enough sleep. That's a different matter. And we can take short breaks without our superiors prying on us. I find these tiny pluses beneficial.
Yeah, I got it, man. Actually, most of the men working in home are indeed happy about this, including me. What do you think about 2021? Both general point of view as well as from your work point of view.
Generally speaking, humanity has faced utmost worst condition possible. There is nothing possibly waiting in 2021 to surprise us. Not to mention India and as well other countries has facing very bad economical downfall. As a worker, I think when all workers return to their official working environment, India will be able to give a comeback in its economy. At least that's what I think.
Alright, sir. Thank you so much for your presence and thanks for sharing your valuable time. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we had a good conversation with Mr. Heyman and he told how he have crossed this pandemic. Let's move on to the last person, but not the least. Yes, the person or a group of people who have fought this pandemic as a frontline warriors. Yeah, you have guessed it right. They are the doctors. And here we are having Dr. Rima. Good morning, Dr. Rima. Happy for your presence. I have some few questions with you.
Hi, it's a great pleasure to meet you online to answer your questions.
This year has featured the strangest economy ever. GDP has cratered. Millions of people lost their job. What to expect in 2021? Please put your idea on this.
Let's look at the positive side. The national personal savings rate is an average that conceals a lot of underlying diversity. For example, upper middle class families might have invested the money they would have spent on vacation, whereas many lower income families get by from week to week on unemployment insurance. What to expect in 2021? Work from home will become a norm across most business that will empty lots of office space which can be then used for other residential purposes. Movies will be streamed online. Let's hope that every sector in our economy may bloom.
Celebrations are getting nearer, and we people have started to adapt a new normal. What you wish to tell the common people?
This is a moment for us to get our act together. We must distance ourselves physically to arrest a viral transmission, but we need to come closer as human beings to render help where and when required. I am hopeful that we shall stand united with an understanding of the real challenge ahead of us and have the collective commitment to act with wisdom to overcome this challenge. Let not difference among us come in the way of fighting this pandemic at any level. I hope this decision is going to add strength in the fight against COVID pandemic.
Yeah, the next question, a common question which most of the people will ask when they meet a doctor. When this pandemic and the COVID situation will come to an end, man?
Once a safe and effective vaccine has been discovered, trialed, manufactured, and administered to a specific proportion of a population, society will acquire herd immunity against COVID-19 virus and the outbreak will be brought under control. It is estimated that 50% to 75% of the population will have to acquire immunity either through infection or vaccination. Half the country's population will have immunity by Republic Day 2021. But the sorrowful fact is that the fatality rate is 2%.
Alright, we had an informative conversation with Dr. Rima. Yes, from all the three, what we can put together, yeah, what these three people are coming to say. We have to adapt to the new normal. Yes, so let's take the 2021 a ray of hope. Thank you all for sparing your time on watching this interview. Hope you all have get some good motivations to lead your 2021 ahead. Have a good year ahead. And me, Vishwakant, on behalf of Rosemary Public School, wishing you a happy Christmas and a happy New Year 2021. Thank you.